So you're thinking about how to properly end your podcast. I mean, let's be honest, there's so many different actions and options, but which one is going to be the best one for you and how to grow your brand and ultimately grow your podcast? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the proper way of how to end your podcast. So let's get to it. Hey Changemaker, Jay Long here, and in this video, I'm going to break down for you the proper way of ending all of your podcasts and really all the different content pieces that you are probably already creating. So let's get to it. The number one question you need to ask yourself before even the tactics of how to end a podcast is really, what's the purpose of your podcast? What is the goal of having the podcast there? Now, without actually knowing what your actual goal is, it's really hard to figure out what the right tactics are. But for most of you that are watching this, I imagine that you want to be able to leverage the podcast to build up your brand. Maybe you have a community that you want to send them to. Maybe you have some products and services that you want to introduce them to. Maybe you're trying to just grow your personal brand and your business brand, and the podcast you found to be a great way, or you're thinking it's a great way to be able to do that. Well, if that's the case, then I really would encourage you to use the podcast as an ongoing conversation piece. So what do I mean by that? It means that every single week you're going to show up consistently and you're going to keep moving the conversation forward. In my own podcast, my conversation is around choosing legacy over currency. So every single interview, every single piece of content, it's around continuing that conversation moving forward. We have tons of our students that are in the teaching space or in the fitness space. So no matter what the topic is, it's an ongoing conversation with that audience. And when it comes to ending your podcast, it really comes down to 3 letters. That's right, 3 letters. CTA. CTA. You know what CTA stands for? It stands for call to action. At the end of each episode, you're going to have a call to action for them to be able to do something, okay? Now, within the CTA realm, it really breaks down into 2 different types of CTA. The first type of CTA is known as a direct CTA. Now, for you marketers and business owners out there, this is going to seem like common sense, but maybe if this is your first time hearing it, the direct CTA, just so we're all on the same page here, direct CTA simply means a way for your community, your listeners, to be able to dive deeper with you on whatever the topic is that you're geeking out about. Doesn't matter if it's MLM or real estate or fitness or health, doesn't matter what it is, but you would say something along the lines of, hey, if you enjoyed that episode, if you got some value out of that interview or the recording or the podcast, whatever it was, then I'd love for you to go over here to get some more value, to dive deeper. Now, examples of direct CTAs could be different opt-ins that you have. An opt-in is simply where someone gives you a checklist, or you're able to download a video course, or you're able to download something where they essentially trade their name and email, and they're giving you, and you're growing your email list that way. Another direct CTA could be to a training that you're having, or an event that you're having. So you have to think about what are the products and services that you have going on, and what can you make a direct CTA to? Where do you want that listener that just spent 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour with you, and they're doing this maybe on a consistent basis? What do you want them to hear, and where do you ultimately want to drive them, right? And we won't get into the whole conversation of different sales funnels and all that. Maybe we could save that for a later video, and if that's of interest to you, please let me know in the comments. But let me give you another example. Let's say I was making a direct CTA from this video, and let's say we were gonna rip this audio and have that on the podcast. I would say something along the lines of, hey, look, if you got some value out of this episode and you're actually in a position where you're looking to launch a top 100 podcast and you're looking to leverage that to build your brand and put a voice behind your movement, I'd love to be able to help you. So down below, I included a link to download what I call my podcast creation roadmap. And on that roadmap, it's going to show you the 8 phases of actually creating a podcast, and it will guide you and give you that clarity so you don't have to deal with the overwhelm and trying to figure out what goes where. You can just download that right down below. So right there, that is a direct CTA. And if you listen to my podcast, you'll hear different versions. We have CTAs for different opt-ins. We're always testing, but that is a direct CTA. I hope that made sense. You just got to think about the products and services of where you ultimately want to drive them to and essentially reverse engineer that and have that be a very simple call to action. Okay, makes sense? So that's the first type of CTA. The second type of CTA is known as a social CTA. Now, this should off the bat make a lot of sense because they are consuming you on a social platform. You're watching this video right now, chances are it's either on Facebook or YouTube. Those are social platforms, right? If you're listening to this, it is on a podcast, which is why we're talking about this. That is another social platform. You don't want to mix in the direct CTA with the social stuff. The social stuff really gives you, one, social proof, and two, it keeps them on the platform for longer, right? So let's say this was a podcast, I would say something along the lines of this. Hey, if you enjoyed this podcast, it would be amazing, whatever device, wherever you're listening to this, if you subscribe to the show. That way, if you got value out of this, every single week when we release fresh content, it pops right into your device. It's lined up. You don't have to download it. It'll just do it automatically. And so do that. And if you've got some great, if you've been listening for a while and you've got some great value out of it, love for you to leave us an honest feedback and give some reviews because our guests that come on, that's going to make a difference for them when they read all the reviews. And obviously that's going to increase your social proof, right? That's why you ask them to be able to do that. So it's obviously platform dependent, but you want to embed a social proof aspect to everything you do. Now, if I wanted to do something for this video and I wanted to give a social CTA, I would say something like this. I would say, hey, did you enjoy that video? If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and like it. If you know someone that's looking to launch a podcast and they're maybe confused by this, share this video with them. And if you love the video, smash that subscribe button. And if you have any further questions, let me know in the comment section below. That's where I'm going to be hanging out right at the end of this. So there you go. There's an example of what a social CTA is. There's the direct CTA, social CTA. Makes sense, right? As a bonus to all this, I would say whatever podcast you're creating, whether it's interview-based or whether it's solo episode-based or whether it's secret recordings, always have a version of a direct CTA and always have a social CTA. Now, if you're just starting out and you don't have any products and services, you're not exactly sure what the opt-ins are, and maybe this language is a little above and beyond what you sign up for, that's okay too. Start with the social CTA. You want to start training your audience to be able to get value from you, which, by the way, that you're already doing by default because they're consuming your content, right? And let's be honest, you already put the energy and time to put this all together. You want them to be able to take further actions, right? So it could be something like leave us a review. It could be something as simple as join my Facebook group or go to my Instagram and like the latest post or write this in the comment section so I know you're coming from the podcast. You just want to get them to do things. You want to be able to train them to be able to get some value out of you and ultimately take some action about it, because we all know it's the action that's going to make the big difference. So I'll save that rant for a different episode, but that pretty much breaks it down. That's how you should end not just every podcast, but every single piece of content that you create. So that's enough CTAs for this video. I'll leave things at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it added some value to you, and I can't wait to see you in another video. Make sure to subscribe for future podcasting videos, and I can't wait to see you in the comment section. We'll talk to you then.